Hi everyone, I'm Rasilda, Senior Software Engineer and Team Lead here at On Solutions, and welcome to our Simplifying AI series. We will share our own experience with AI and advantages and disadvantages of using AI in software development and to our daily work. Thank you.
Welcome everyone. Hi, my name is Redian. I'm founder and director of On Solutions. We are a software development studio, and for the last year or so, we, just like many other professionals in the industry, we've started to explore and experiment with AI. We are starting to create this set of content, or a series of content, to try and simplify things, to make things simple. I hope that this will be useful and valuable to all our viewers across all our digital channels. Maybe a bit of just a quick intro of who On Solutions is. We are a business that started in London about 5.5 years ago, and then we also moved to Albania. At the moment, we are in our Albanian office, where we have a relatively big team, where we build software and add value to our clients' businesses. Some of the problems that we started, or at least one of the main problem that we started, or we wanted to solve when we started On The Solutions, was value and alignment with our clients. And that is very important to us and to the philosophy of how we build software. So it's crucial for us and for our team to constantly be in communication with our clients, to understand their needs. Now, without going too much in everything else that we do, the main focus of this series will be AI. And the first thing that comes to mind always is, what is AI? Everybody's talking about it.
The goal of this series as well. So we will try to explain AI in the most simplified way there is, in order for everyone who is out there, not only software development, but also in other industries, has heard of AI and might use AI. Maybe this series will come to help and see how it goes. So, makes sense. What is AI? Like, how can you explain AI in the most simplified way there is? So we always suppose and we always explain AI, or at least try to explain it similar to how you would explain something to your grandmother. So let's say it's a smart computer helper. It learns by giving or feeding data to the model, and of course it learns by the experience. So similar to people, similar to humans, you learn by experience as you go. Similar is the AI models as well. For example, if you give a certain number of pictures of cats and dogs, for example, 1,000 pictures of cats and dogs, it will start recognizing its pattern. So it's, of course, a model based on specific patterns. Of course, we need to make sure that we feed the correct number of data and show the correct images in order to give an accurate answers once the user prompts a question or something else in the future. So yeah, it learns by experience, similar to people.
Okay, all right. So basically, practice makes perfect, right? So in the context of AI models, practice is the training part of it, where they're fed a lot of cat videos and then they're able to differentiate cats from other animals if they needed to do any categorization or classification. How intelligent is an artificial intelligence model? Is AI really intelligent? how would we go about explaining it or trying to give a little bit of color to that?
Okay, okay. I would say to some extent. So, based on experience, based on data you feed, that's how the more data or information you give to AI, the more intelligent it will be. Now, of course, that's why it's called artificial intelligence, right? It's not closer to how a human interacts or how our approach is with our daily work or our daily tasks. Because in reality, it doesn't really have feelings. It just accumulates a couple of answers or memorizes those answers, and without any reason or without any meaning behind the scenes. And depending on the prompts that you might give, that's how it becomes even more intelligent with the user interaction. What would you say?
Yeah, very similar lines. I think it's a combination of smart pattern recognitions that AI models are able to do nowadays. I mean, some providers, especially the biggest ones, are starting to introduce reasoning or chain of thought as part of their offerings, where they practically get the model to go through a series of loops or like recursive steps to try and determine what is the next best action to take. Hence why you see, the feedback, the continuous feedback when you interact with ChatGPT or Anthropic's Claude models. It's that chain of thought, this concept of chain of thought that adds a little bit of reasoning to the existing models.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Yeah. So, do you think AI is always correct? Does AI make mistakes?
Yes, it does make mistakes. It's not always correct. However, I mean, from what we've seen using the conventional models that are already in the market, as well as other coding agents for AI-assisted coding practices, we've noticed that they're not always correct. And when you think of it, due to the way how they operate, and thinking of that normalized bell curve current AI models use in terms of to determine given patterns and potentially or inquiries and how to handle them better, it's a probabilistic decision, and it's not always 100% correct. And there's always outlier conditions that could potentially push the model to, as people normally call it, to hallucinate or to pick the wrong sort of continuation of a sentence that it hasn't seen before. Generally, it's pretty good at predicting the next word of a sentence if it has seen that in their training data. But if it hasn't, then potentially there could be a chance for it to get it wrong. So no, it's not always right. Yeah, we are very cautious. The way how we use it in our company is cautiously optimistic, in a cautiously optimistic way, which means we don't allow it to go wild and just do whatever it wants, but we use it more as an assistant in steering it in the right direction with very close oversight to make sure that no security issues are introduced, vulnerabilities, business requirements are done correctly. Our business requirements are satisfied and there is value in it. And we have brilliant engineers to do that, like Receivda and many others. Okay, so within that context, how about this one? Will AI replace people? What do you think?
Okay, I think this is the most important question that currently everyone is trying to answer, and everyone, especially in the software development field, is kind of feared by it. So, personally, I don't think so. So, as you mentioned throughout all of the explanation related to AI, if AI can make mistakes or if AI is always correct and stuff like that, we've seen both of the use cases. Like in our day-to-day life, in our day-to-day work, we've seen AI make mistakes. We've supervised it, and of course we've tried to maintain it and fix all of the bits so we can make it production ready, so it's not always correct. And we've seen other bits where simple tasks have been really quickly finished and developed because of the usage of AI. So simple to how the calculator didn't really replace mathematicians. I don't think AI is going to replace people. It will be really important, and it will be used by everyone for more efficient work and repetitive work, such as you send multiple emails that might be reduced to the same template, and you can schedule all of those bits. AI can do that for you, and you can spend your time and do something more important, and that brings value to your career and your business as well, because that is important.
So yeah, absolutely, I agree. I think AI, hopefully, it will become a very smart assistant. And to sort of elevate or alleviate those manual repetitive tasks that some of us do on daily basis, with the view that as we free that time, we could potentially allocate the time onto something more creative, maybe more valuable, more beneficial to ourselves and the businesses that we work with. From our team here at Honor Solutions, thank you for watching this episode of Simplifying AI series. If you found this content helpful, please feel free to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's trying to make sense of AI too. See you in the next episode.